Hi friends, welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to change the font size of text on one specific page on your Squarespace website. And it does not matter if it's H1 or H2 or H3 or H4, or if it's paragraph body text, or if it's just one specific section. I'm going to walk through all of those for you now. So here we are on my demo website. On this site, let's say we want to change this text here to be bigger. We just want to change it on one page. Now, if you want to change it site-wide, you can do that. You could do that in the editor, no code needed. But what I'm going to show you is if you just want to change it on one specific page. So here's how we do that. First thing we're going to do is I'm actually going to go into this editor and show you all these different font sizes. So we're on the same page. First, this is an H1. I'm going to move this over. I'm just going to type H1 so we can see it. And I'm going to type H2 here. So now these are all the different font options. And if I click here, you'll see H1, 2, 3, 4, paragraph 1, 2, 3, and monospace. So 8 options all here listed for us. So I'm going to hit save. Now that I have that, what I'll do is I'll go to design and I'll go to custom CSS. Now I know what these are. And so basically what that means is it's really easy for me to start to play with and adjust this. So I'll show you what I'm doing, but I just want to give you a brief overview. So let's say I just want to change the font size of F2 to 125 pixels. Boom, you can see there, it just made it 125. You can make it bigger, smaller, whatever I like. All right, but as far as the code is right now, this is site-wide. So now everything that's in H2 is going to be 145 pixels. Also consider this is going to change it for mobile as well. So we're going to go through all of that right now. All right, so we just want to change it on this one page. Well, how do we do that? Well, there's two ways to do that. Well, there's a few ways, but there's two ways I'm going to show you. So one way we could do this is by adding the page URL here. So the first thing we could do is we could do this through the code, but there's actually a plugin, a Chrome extension that does this. It's completely free and it's a great tool. So I'm going to click on this little puzzle piece here, and you're going to see that I have 2 Chrome extensions for this. I don't know which one is which, but they both do the same thing. So Squarespace Collection Block Identifier, you could use that one, or the Squarespace ID Finder. I think that's the one I'm using right now. No, see, that's a different one. Okay, so there's this one that I just clicked on, the identifier. Cool. And then there's the other one where it's actually a shortcut, Command E, and it pulls all this up. So what I would look for on this page is going to be the collection ID. The collection ID is the page collection. So I would copy that, just click on it, and then I would paste that in, put a space in. So this is purple and this is blue. Let me show you. So a moment ago it was like this. That's not what I want. I want that space there. And now if I scroll back down, get rid of this, you'll see it is the right size. So this is saying on this page, find anything that's tagged H2 and then make these specific adjustments to it. And so in this case, I could change this to, say, 55 if I really want this to be, let's say 25. Oops, 25 if I want it to be smaller for some reason. I wouldn't go too far off because they're supposed to still be in order hierarchy-wise, but it gives you a bit of control. So there you go, you can make that adjustment. And now you've made that adjustment for desktop. Now let me show you the adjustment for all of them so you can see it. I'm gonna go through this a little bit quick, but it should be straightforward. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hit enter so you can see that. So only thing I'm gonna play with is this. H1, boom. H2, and let me actually make this a little clearer. Let me make this a little clearer. I'm gonna do 120 so you can see the change. So right now it's targeting H1, this title text up here. Boom, now H2, boom, H3, H4. As you can see, it's going through all of them. So now let's look at paragraph text. So body text, paragraph 2, is actually quite easy. You just type in P. Now, as you can see, it's made them all a bit larger. So let's take a look at the code and see which is which, because we can differentiate between all 3 of them. All right, so you'll see here that all 3 are tagged with the P. That's why they all change. You can see up here, this is tagged H4, H3, H2, H1. So it tagged them separately. But here, there's also these classes. So there's this class, and then there's this that doesn't have a class specifically, and then there's this. So let's play around with it. So I'm gonna double click this and copy it. I'm gonna double click this and copy it. And let's take a look. This is just paragraph text. Okay, so let's go back. The first thing I'm gonna do is paste in this here. And in this case, what I wanna do is add a dot in front of it, a period. What that does is it allows it to identify it as a class. You could do the same thing here for small. This is the monospace, as you'll see there. Boom, it'll make the monospace bigger. Just like that, you could adjust it, okay? Let's say you wanna make adjustments to, I'm gonna come back to paragraph text, but I just wanna show you this. Let's say you wanna make adjustments to 2 of these. Well, you can do this with anything. You just add a comma and then paste it in. And let's do small. And you can see here now it's adjusted both of them. So it's saying for this and for this, make these adjustments. I hope that's clear. Okay, let me go back. H2, H3, H4. I can make that adjustment so they're all the same font size. Again, ideally you don't want to do this for SEO reasons. You actually want it to have a hierarchy, but if you have some special case that you want to make an adjustment, this video is for you. Let's figure out how to change body text of one section. Let's say you just want to change one section. So I want to change P, but I don't want it to affect the other ones. There's a few ways to do this, but I'm going to try to give you the easiest way to do this. Here we go. If I find a better alternative, I will leave it in the little comment, the description below, and linked for you. Let me show you what I just did. I basically said P, the paragraph body text, but not large. If it's tagged with the class large, this Squarespace whatever large, and this square whatever small. So now, as you can see here, it has tagged that. Again, you could just copy and paste this and it will work, and your body text will adjust accordingly. The other thing, the last thing we got to keep in mind is mobile. So let's talk about that. So for mobile, we need what they call a mobile query, a media query that goes to just mobile. So if the width of the screen is 640 pixels or smaller, do this. Same exact process here. We would do everything we just did here, but for mobile. And let me show you what that looks like. So I'm going to click on mobile here. You can see this text. Oh, this is really big, not what I'm looking for. But what you can do, first you copy this section up here, right? Before the brackets. And what you're gonna do, I'm gonna give you all this code down there so you could see it. But what you're gonna do is before this first bracket, you're gonna put that special code. So here it could be like H1, it could be whatever you want, right? But here we're gonna put the paragraph text because that's what we're working with. And then what we're gonna do is say font size 40. And as you can see there, it just made the adjustment. So if I go back to 120, you'll see how big it is, and now it is 40. Now, there's a lot of ways to go about this, a lot of different systems and things to make this really clean and professional, but this is the starting point to get you up and running. Now you have exactly what you want. This is only changing the font size for this one page for desktop and mobile on your specific recommendation. So here, 40 looks great. Up here, at 120, it looks great. Just like that, you have made the adjustment as you want. And again, if you want to add a few, you can. You just add a comma and then do H2 or H3, whatever you like. And then you could do the same thing here. Let me show you this, how this works. If you remember in math class, if you took algebra, this is how this works. There's basically 2 levels of brackets. Everything on the outside brackets affects the inside brackets. So as you can see here, this is saying, hey, anything that's a max width of 640 or less, do this. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna find this collection. You're gonna find paragraph text, body text that is not this and not that. And this is what you're gonna do. Cool? So it's 3 parts. I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna get rid of this here. And basically you drop the collection here, the page collection, and then whatever you're targeting, and then here font size, whatever you want. Friends, if you got value from today's video, hit that like button. When you hit the like button, it tells me that you got value from today's content. It tells the YouTube algorithm some fancy, important, critical information, but it tells me you got value from today's content. Next, if you want more resources for your site on Squarespace, anything from SEO to blogging, check out the links below. We have so many resources on our website, and we're publishing new resources each and every month. So we have plugins, we have downloadables, we have free downloadables, we have blog posts, we have a ton of content, we have a ton of services, a ton of great things for you. Finally, if you want more content just like this, consider subscribing. We publish 3 new videos a week. My mind is blown that we're publishing 3 videos a week. It is a lot of content, but we're doing it for you. So 3 videos a week. If you want more, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.